back. Me, Aunt McGee, we're going to finish out this episode the way we know how, with a little bit of some facts or...
Fuck out of here.
That's right, facts or fuck out of here. We haven't done it in a while. It's been a long time.
Have we ever done it with only 2 members of the team?
I'm sure we have. Me and Asan definitely have, so I'm sure me and you probably have too.
Yeah, we just basically gonna talk shit.
Yeah, exactly. So, so we're going to go ahead.
What's the list for today?
We got GameRant.com. GameRant.com, shout out to them. They have the 10 best fights in Shonen Anime. I figured we go a little Shonen route because we talked about Demon Slayer, we threw in some Dragon Ball, we talked about Boruto and Naruto, which is all under the banner of Shonen. So, figure we just keep it going. The best way that nerds in the hood know how, and that's talking about hands being thrown in Shonen Anime.
These are Shonen episodes.
Yeah, so Shonen Anime, you know what Shonen Anime is?
Yeah, I know a couple.
My man.
Yeah.
So basically it's all anime that fall under the manga comic book series of Shonen Jump. So.
Really? Is that what it means? I didn't know when you said a brand's name that it meant everything they've ever done.
Wait, are you being sarcastic?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
Come on, bro.
All right, I was saying it for the people at home, my brother.
What the fuck? Am I not touching the screen? Why did it not scroll? All right, anyway.
It's controlled by...
Starting at number 10.
All right, so number 10, we have Rengoku versus Akaza.
They already going off with some heat.
That's Game Rant. Game Rant, we're giving props for that.
I mean, shit, to cut this one out early in the game at number 10
that means
crazy.
That means the next 9 got to be fire.
So for those who don't know what we're talking about Demon Slayer, the flame dude versus the demon on the train. Pretty much the whole train fight.
Right.
So
yeah, the end of the train fight.
And with that being said,
yep.
How is it number 10?
That's the question. Do you feel that it should be higher?
Yeah, facts.
So it deserves to be on the list, but you feel it should be higher.
So it's a fuck out of here for me.
Now,
it should not be number 10. I mean, it deserves to be on the list 100%.
Right.
Is it a 10 though? I think that shit is going off of Shonen, they got a lot of heat, bro.
Got a lot of heat.
It's gotta be at least 6, 7.
Right. Do you feel that this fight is better than the one with your guy? You said they get mad girls. They got the 3 wives.
Oh hell no.
Okay.
Well, actually, nah. My boy went crazy. He got smoked, came back,
and kept going.
Yeah, and he was throwing with the double sword joints. Yeah. So like he, in actuality, he shouldn't even have lost that fight. But that's not me to decide. That's the artist's.
That's the artist.
That's the artist's decision. But there's no way you draw a person that gangster and then make him lose.
Nah, that's true. So,
they had to. You know what it is too. If they would have left him alive, he would have probably became one of those OP characters.
He probably would have.
So they were like, we gotta smoke him early.
We gotta smoke him early. He gotta go.
He gotta go.
It's too strong.
Too strong.
Too strong. So that gave way to another fire fight. So number 9 is Luffy versus Katakuri from One Piece.
I gotta see who this Katakuri guy is. I need to picture.
So yeah.
It's not loading.
Not loading. There you go.
Oh, dang! They're taking all the heat away early.
You got it. That means there's more heat ahead. So
this was a good fight.
Right. So again, it's one of those.
I think it's good where it's at.
Good was that really?
The reason why is because out of that series of fights that happened in that little arc, Katakuri was not the best fight. It was the best Luffy, like long. It was dragged out. They did a lot of dope stuff, but to me, that wasn't the best fight. I feel like one of Sanji's fights was better. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally. I think Sanji was throwing hands OD. I mean, it was his art. So
well, it was, but he didn't really have like a main fight. He was just he was just everywhere basically.
Yeah.
So Luffy basically had a main fight.
I mean, he fought the same dude the whole time for pretty much everything that was happening, and then eventually got out.
Right. And, more or less, yeah.
Yeah, and then he continued to fight in Luffy fashion, but Katakuri was a fire character. He was definitely a well match for Luffy in the sense of like he was brolic, OD brolic. My man drank tea while slapping him up. That's how you know.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I mean we'll see what happens when the Kaido fight finishes and see if they change their mind on this list. We might have to revisit it, but for right now, I feel like to me it's not one of Luffy's best fights to me. So it's good where it's at.
That's what I said too. Yeah.
No, I was just speaking my opinion.
Yeah.
I think him and versus Lucci to me is always a better fight. But hey, you know, that's how everybody feels. Number 8, we got Asta and Yami versus Dante, which is basically like one of the last few fights of Black.
Bro, that should have been number 10. Maybe not even on this list. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it wasn't. To me, it wasn't that heat. So.
Both of those characters have way better solo fights.
Right.
Way better solo fights.
So we're gonna F.O.H that one.
Yeah, that one is not supposed to be there. We can move on quick.
Number 7, Levy versus the Beast Titan.
Woo! Was that really a fight?
Yeah, that was the one where homie said.
Yeah, right on that's what I'm trying to say. Was that really a fight, or was he just scarring him up?
Scarring him up. Yeah, I don't know. See, it's fire, but I agree with Ant. It was more just one man putting like just going ham.
Yeah,
going ham, and the Titan just standing there.
I mean, I get why they put it up there because he was showing this. That was the first time I think we saw his real strength.
Right,
where he went off, and that was also a crucial part in the story because he's beating up the one of the main Titans that everyone's like, who the hell is this freaking character? Yeah. Homie did throw something at him, right?
I think he do rocks or horses.
Or no, I remember now. My boy Levy went through like 6 other Titans to get to him. Like he was like swinging from Titan to Titan until he got to him.
Yeah.
That part I do remember. And then he went off.
Yeah. No, that's fine. And he's technically one of the smartest Titans. So it did make sense that you get somebody with such strategy to just go in there and like face. So basically, the best of their best was facing the best of their best.
Yeah,
it was just fun, which was fire.
Yeah, that was fire.
I can stay on there. That's fine.
I don't think it's 7 though.
But yeah, maybe that probably would have been the 8
or 9.
Or 9, yeah. So number 6, Endeavor and Hawks versus High End Numo, My Hero Academia.
I don't know if I saw this one.
I did actually see this one. This one's pretty good.
Who's he fighting?
A high-end Nomu. I said Numo, right? Nomu, excuse me. Nomu. So one of those big monsters that like All for One was basically like.
Is this in the
It's probably one of the last 2 seasons.
The last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But this is when basically All Might stepped down. These are the top 2 heroes in the game. You know what I'm saying?
He grabs the dude's head and just flames it, right?
Yeah, I think I do remember. Yeah. So it was pretty good. Yeah, it was a pretty good fight.
These are all over the Demon Slayer fight. You guys are tripping.
Yeah.
Tripping. They're good fights, but another one that could have been 9 or 10. Like so far, you guys haven't shown me one that I was like, damn, this should be further up.
Yeah, not yet at least. With that being said, number 5. Okay, here we go. Top 5. This is heat. Netero versus Miriam, Hunter x Hunter. So, yeah,
that's probably one of anime's greatest fights.
Yeah,
of all time.
They basically got a guy to look like Cell and Frieza did the fusion dance and fought the oldest but yet wisest and most skilled hunter. And my man did the Buddha God, the 100 slaps joint. The self-destruct joint, the nuke, had a nuke inside his chest, which was...
He cut off circulation in his arm and leg.
Yeah. This is only anime, people. Only in the anime could a man be like, yo, I got a nuke. It's in my chest. I'll let it off. Like, that's it. So, yeah. Nothing says hands was thrown more than this fight right here. It was such a great fight.
For Homie to survive, I think, too, right? At the end? Not the old man. The old man died.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah. So the old man, dude. Yeah, he survived until he let the nuke off.
Okay.
So I get what you're saying. The fight itself, after all those slaps, he was like, how is this man still, like, damn, this man's tough. And then he was like, oh, this man let the nuke off. Ah, you got it. Touche, my guy. We could call it a draw.
I will tell you one funny joke about this fight, though. I love the fact that he was dressed like the dodgeball people.
Right, but he was just like that even since like the beginning.
No, as soon as the fight started getting real, he went and threw on the same uniform that they used in the video game for the dodgeball part.
He was like, it's time to go to work, my boy.
So that's what it looks like to me. I'm pretty sure.
No, it looks like it, but it's not really it. But I get what you're saying. He basically threw on the fighting gear. He was like, yo, we're gonna go to work. So, but yeah, this was a good fight, even up to the narration. Like there was a narrator just talking like, yo, explaining the ass whooping that was going for the people at home who wasn't understanding the hands that was being thrown. So I honestly think it should be higher, but I'm cool to being in the top 5. So facts over here. And facts over there.
Top 5, yeah, for sure.
Top 5.
Top 5.
All right, number 4, we got Saitama versus
This
Boros.
get him out of here. Get him. Yo. Bro, you guys, I thought you were making the comeback, bro, and then you put this.
Yeah, I don't think this is better than the Hunter x Hunter fight. You guys,
bro, none of his fights is better.
This should be 7. I mean, this was the best fight from the first season.
From
the first season
was better than the Demon Slayer fight. Was better than the One Piece fight.
There was a lot of fights in the second season that was way better than this fight.
I didn't even think he was gonna be on this list.
Yeah, I didn't think so neither. Well, maybe I didn't think it would be this high. But Game Rant,
you know how I feel about One Punch Man.
Game Rant, yeah, very.
I'm not watching the anime where homie really punches people one time.
I keep telling people the second season is less one punches and more just.
I know because they had to. They knew where they messed up.
Yeah, they had to water it down a little bit. Yeah, and they made a storyline and they gave you a villain with an actual purpose and reason for being evil, and he actually could fight, and he was fighting people, and it was good. And the world was like, this is trash. I just want to see a guy punch somebody once, and you're like, all right, man, I'm off this.
It's because they gave him season 1, and the fan base was One Punch Man.
Yep.
And the people like me kept it pushing, and then you want to drop season 2 and act like now he can fight. Everybody was like, this is not what I signed up for. I signed up for a man that punches people one time.
One time. You didn't give me the one time about.
Yeah.
All right, so number 3, Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki. So according to Game Rant, this is the best fight in the Naruto franchise. Because they didn't pick any other Naruto fights. You notice that?
Yeah.
So they're saying the best fight is a fight that came later. They didn't double
anybody.
Yeah, they didn't double anybody. Yeah, right.
They didn't double anybody.
Yeah, you're right. That's a very good point. So
as of right now, we don't know what 2 and 1 is.
Top 3 though?
Against him?
It was a good fight. The animation was very stylish. The moves were fluid. The tag team syncing of these two, to see them as adults fighting together for the first time was pretty fire too. But
it's not better than him fighting Madara. It's not better than them fighting Madara though. The whole time they fought him, or Obito, any one of those two doing that.
Yeah. Once again, when you're going, that's why I said with the Luffy fight like that. I said there's better fights. You know what I'm saying? There's better fights in the sense of like.
I think they only picked this because, like you said, they're adults. You got Sasuke with one arm.
Yeah.
You got Naruto with the bandaged arms. Like
yeah.
They over here fighting for their life.
Yeah, and then
they old men.
Because they old men. And then to make it even funnier, they won this. They pretty much won this fight. But the second fight, when they fought together, they got cooked. So I guess it kind of makes sense. But I wouldn't. It's tough to throw it on this list. I agree with y'all. It was a good fight. I don't know if this was the best fight in the whole series. With that being said, number 2, Ichigo versus Aizen. Oh, come on.
Whoa, you guys are going crazy.
This was not the best. This can't be the second best in Shonen.
They're definitely picking one from every anime, though.
Right, but
this is not the best.
We're talking about the history of Shonen. I'm going to say fuck out of here. This should not. I don't think it's a top 10 fight. It's a good fight, but I don't think it was a top 10 fight.
Nope. You want to know why I know it's not a top 10 fight? Because I ain't never seen this one. I never watched Bleach, but the ones I have seen, those.
I mean, it was better than some of the other ones. It wasn't better than some of the other ones on this list, but I don't think it's number 2. It's definitely not. It's definitely not better than that Boruto fight we just mentioned. It's definitely not better than the Meruem fight or the One Punch Man fight. It's a good fight, but I just don't think it's top 10. Top 20, all right, I'll let you have that. Top 10, no. I'm gonna say fuck out of here, and say fuck out of here too. So which leaves us with number 1. Saber Alter versus Rider from the Fate series. Go ahead.
Reason why this is agreeable to me is because this is the only fight I know from this show. It was that fire that I saw it one time, watched it again, and then made a music video for us on it. So I will give him that. Is definitely number 1 material. That fight. I never watched Fate, and I keep saying I'm gonna go watch it because of this fight. But I've watched that whole fight all the way through. I've watched multiple different clips, different people posting it different ways. I'm like, yo, this is heat. Like, this is heat. I don't know why I haven't watched Fate, because it looks like the whole show is good, but you know that fight is fucking sick. So it's definitely 100% facts for me.
One thing about Fate is that they always you don't even have to really pay attention to the story. You just gotta wait for the fight, and you know the fight's gonna be fire. I watched the recent Fate series that just came out a little while ago, and that one is a continuation of some of the older Fates. I was pretty lost, but at some point I was like, yo, they started scrapping. I was locked in. I was like, I'm gonna keep watching this, and it was a good hour of just like a couple of fights I was locked in.
How many Fates are there? Because this one is from Fate Stay Night Heaven's Field.
There's a good amount, bro. I don't know off the top of my head, but there's a good amount of Fates. There's a good amount of Fates. So
you should have Fate with Fate.
yeah. So there's a lot of them. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of just yeah. So anyway, yeah.
That was a solid list, except for the fact that a lot of them might have not deserved to be there. And
yeah.
I get what I like. I like that they only picked one per anime instead of overlapping, because if they were to overlap, then we could start being like, well, there's a better Luffy fight, and there's definitely a better Naruto fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I just feel like the fact that there was no Yusuke fights, Yu Yu Hakusho fights, there was no like.
They didn't go too old school.
Yeah, they didn't go too old school with
Bleach.
it.
Bleach
yeah, that was probably
the only one from that time period. The rest of them.
It's the oldest on this list.
Yeah, on this list.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's
Hunter x Hunter.
No, but I mean like in terms of when the fight got animated.
Oh yeah.
Because they're going by the anime, not by the manga.
Yeah.
So if you're going by the anime, that's the oldest fight on this list.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have probably went with. If you're saying shonen, there's a few fights you could have went from back in the day. Fist of the North Star or Yu Yu Hakusho. But if you're trying to keep it modern, we'll live with this list. So shout out to Game Rant once again. His list is pretty okay. We agree with some of the things on here, so we'll take that and go with that. So we're just gonna end on this note, man. We hope you have a great weekend, because this Sunday is National Cinema Day, which means.
Okay, sorry.
What?
I love how you still pass that in there. Go, my fault.
Oh my God. This Sunday is National Cinema Day. And when National Cinema Day means that it's $4 movie tickets at movie theaters all across the nation. So this will be a good time. You already know the gift and the curse of that is the gift is $4. The curse is that everybody and their moms are going to be there.
You're going to be in row 1.
That's right. Nosebleeds.
1A1.
Yep. The neck, no, that's nosebleeds, the neck breaker. Just sitting there like, God damn. So, this is a good time to go see, Oppenheimer. A good time to go see Barbie.
Yo, to see Oppenheimer for $4 is not a bad
Not
thing.
a bad move, yeah.
Because it's 3 hours.
$10 you can see Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yeah, for $8 plus tax, but you can see Barbie and Oppenheimer. The Barbenheimer.
You in the movie theaters for 6 hours, just saying that.
Yeah, pretty much. You're in the movie theater 6 hours. Or you can see the #1 movie in America right now, which is Blue Beetle. Shout out to Blue Beetle. You know what I'm saying?
Blue Beetle, which is a movie I've been pumping. I really am hyped for that character, because, like I've said in the animated series, he was really good. So I was looking forward to that. And 2, he's Mexican. And I love my favorite Mexican, so.
Yeah, so it's good to see another hero of color on the big screen doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? Because we've had our Black Panther, we had our Shang-Chi, and now we got the Blue Beetle, you know what I mean? So shout out to him. But yeah,
shout out to him, man, because I heard it's doing good. It's doing really good.
Yeah. Is there any movie you want to see for $4? You want to see Blue Beetle, or is there something else?
I want to see Blue Beetle, and I want to see Barbie. I want to see Oppenheimer too. I've been sleeping. I didn't get to see any of that yet. So I've been wanting to see all of that. I do want to see Barbie, man. I've heard good things, like really good things. So I'm not mad.
There's also Ninja Turtles too.
Word.
Yeah, for $4.
There's that too. There's that too, son.
Or you can do the usual hood trick. See one movie for $4 and just find your way around the theater for the rest of the day. You just randomly be in somebody's seat.
It's too much heat out.
I know, it's too much heat out there.
The movie theater is going up.
Yo, imagine you get caught hopping a seat on Sunday and somebody else, come on, fam, tickets is $4.
You can't hop. I've said this before, I'll say it again. If you are hopping seats in 2023 without using the app, you are a daring man, okay?
Play with fire.
You play it with fire. You go get violated.
Get up my seat.
Yeah, you should use the app, bro. If you're gonna hop a seat, just use the app. Just wait till the movie start and see which voice is still rocking. Just pretend you're about to buy it and go to that one.
Go to that one and just sit down.
Just
Like,
sit
nobody
down,
brought
bro.
this. The movie already started. The movie already started. We're good.
Just sit
Nobody
down,
brought
bro.
this. The movie already started. We're good.
Yeah. You know what you really do? You sit in the handicap spot to buy you time. Just say it.
But what if a handicapped person pull up and be like, yo, Fib,
That would be OD
yo, Fib,
funny.
yo, Fib. Come on, I don't even know what you was thinking.
Like, come on, man.
Come on, man. What
I was
you
like,
doing?
yo, my bad. I was resting my knee.
That's all you gonna hear from D. I was resting my knee. Everybody be like, yo, that's a bold lie, brother. That's a bold. Anyway, but yeah, just make sure y'all get up on that, man. It's a PSA for Nerds in the Hood. Go get your $4 movie tickets this weekend. Enjoy some movies.
Enjoy some movies.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Nerds in the Hood, of course, make sure you follow us on all social media at Nerds in the Hood, NERDZINTHEHOOD. You can find out about our upcoming events, clips of episodes that we've done in the past, and clips of upcoming episodes that we plan to do, our anime rap intros, and so much more. So please be on the lookout for that. Follow us on Twitch, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all social media as well. You can listen to us on all social media platforms: Overcast, Castbox, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music, just to name a few, as well as Spotify. And you can catch us right here on YouTube every single week. So we're going to close out here. We'll be back next week with another episode, sans Young Dev, because it'll just be your boy Marv Black
And McGee.
the Nerds in the Hood. Peace, y'all.
Peace.